Good morning, everybody. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's see. My camera's going in and out. Hopefully that works. Good morning. Welcome to our last day of Purpose February. If you guys have been following along with us so far, we've been doing small steps each day to lead us to our purpose or to help us grow our purpose if we're already in it. So today is our last day, and today's video is on implementation. So yesterday we came up with a plan. We took all of the data that we had collected. We did the little exercise that I gave you to do in addition to gathering up all of the data that you've collected over the past month. And today we're talking about how to implement it. So a few things that I want to remind you of or keep in the forefront of your mind as you go out to do your plan is to remember your predetermined choices. That was one of the days that we did during this month, and remember how effective that those can be. If you've already committed, if you've already made a predetermined choice to be committed to the plan that you developed yesterday for a year, 2 years, and you have fail safes in place, because you're not always going to be motivated. That's why you need to be dedicated, and you're going to need people who can help you stay the course. So you need to have an accountability person. You need to have a way to check on your progress. You need have a way to measure your progress, and that's why we develop bite-size goals. We want goals that we can accomplish daily, weekly, monthly, and of course quarterly. And that way we can see if we get off track. Where did things go wrong? Oh, you know what? I stopped posting consistently on social media. Or, you know what? I stopped taking that training. I stopped developing my skill set. I stopped recognizing how much influence I already have and started doing something with it. Okay? So the purpose of having goals and measurable timeline activities is to keep us on track, and also to help us identify if something does go wrong, where it went wrong. Okay. And also, I want you to remember the end goal, the overall end goal of living the life that you were created to live, having fulfilled your purpose. So today I want to remind you to be committed to progress and not to perfection, because if you're looking to do all of the things perfectly, you'll miss the reason why you're doing them in the first place. I think I shared this story already, but when I was working on my doctorate, I had a mentor who said to me, and I was working on my dissertation, so I was done with all my school part. I was just writing the big paper at the end. And I had a mentor who said to me, and I was hesitant to turn it in for my first round of edits to my dissertation chair and the rest of the committee, because I didn't feel like it was ready. And she said to me, there are two types of dissertations. There are good dissertations, and then there are those that are done. Which are you going to have? And her point was, your best work doesn't need to come in this exact moment. So sometimes we get so focused on the trees that we miss the forest, and vice versa, right? But sometimes focusing too much on having perfection rather than progress will really derail the whole plan. So you want to remind yourself, in fact, remind yourself every morning that I'm committed to progress and not to perfection. So as you step out to implement everything that we've been talking about this month, I want you to remember also that fear is guarding your destiny. I want you to press through it. I have a plan to press through your fear. That was one of the days that we covered earlier in this month. And to remember that nobody has nothing in their hand. A lot of times we despise or we overlook the thing that is in our hand that can help us actually start making the progress, because we think it's too small or it's insignificant. But actually the thing that we've been given is the thing that's meant to grow. So if we stop overlooking that small thing, it could be a small skill, it could be a small character trait, or a small, what you feel is a small or insignificant story. Doesn't matter. It's yours, and you're the ingredient. Your passion, your experience, the people that you have in your life already, who you have influence over, the people who you can reach. That's what matters, because your purpose is always connected to serving. Your purpose will not just be about you and what you want to do. It will always add value to others. If you pre-ordered the Purpose bundle, you will have access to it tomorrow. And for those of you who had pre-ordered and were one of the first 50 who were able to get a one-on-one session with me, you will be getting a link sent to your email today with instructions on how to set up your appointment. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. If you pre-ordered the bundle, though, make sure that you check the PDF that you were given when you pre-ordered it, and that link will work tomorrow. So in other words, the drive will have all of the products, including a written out format of all of these 28 days so that you can go and work through it like a workbook. Other than that, you guys, it's been so fun for me to put this together, and also just to remind myself about some of these things and to go through the exercises with you. Thank you for giving me the idea and giving me the feedback that you wanted more information on how to develop your purpose and what you're here to do. That was really helpful for me. Next month, we're not doing a video every single day because that was a little too much for me, but we are doing something called Moment March, where we work on being present in the moment. One of the polls that I did on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram was that, I don't know, some outrageous percentage, like 80% of people said that they're present in the moment. And I'm going to challenge that with the videos that I do for you in March. So stay tuned for that. We'll start that next week. And other than that, thank you so much for joining me for Purpose February. I hope this really helps you. I can't wait to hear the stories about, how you started to develop and walk into your purpose. So have a great rest of your week and happy March.